Good afternoon, Colorado. A little Jeff Healey right there. Gotta love that guy.
Nice.
Yeah, I miss him. What an artist. I'm Josh with K4CO Radio. I'm sitting here with our station manager, Kev. Kev, you just had Kev on the radio. How was that?
It was great, other than my mic went out at the very end.
At the very end?
So I couldn't sign off and thank everyone for tuning in and listening and being a part of K4CO. So I just did it.
So if you're still listening, Kev, thanks you.
Thanks for listening.
Exactly. Well, it's been a beautiful day, beautiful week. I do hope some snow comes in, but on this beautiful day, just got a thumbs up from our producer. We are all set to go. We have an awesome interview for everybody and some live music too. Today in the studio, we have Jodi Brown, who is the director of PAR. Is it PAR or PAR? I mean,
PAR.
PAR. All right. Director of PAR, Parkinson's Association of the Rockies. And sitting with her, we also have Jack Hadley, Colorado blues singer and songwriter. How's it going, guys?
It is
going
wonderful.
well.
Yeah, definitely. Thank you very much for making it. Love it. And of course, Jack, just sitting on the stool with your guitar.
Yeah, just warming up.
Yeah,
Sounds
just warming up. It was
really good.
You're in for a treat, to
say the least. Yes.
Exactly. So, here for a great cause, actually. So, wanted to direct everybody first, all of our listeners. If you are listening on K4CORadio.com or the K4CO Radio apps or all the internet directories we're on, you can tune in to K4CO Radio's social media sites, YouTube, LinkedIn, Instagram, all that fun stuff, and see our pretty faces, and then watch, of course, Jack Hadley when he plays live a few songs. But I wanted to direct you to parkinsonrockies.org.
ParkinsonRockies.org.
It's been a long day for me.
That's okay.
Yeah.
It's late.
So parkinsonrockies.org. You can also email info@parkinsonrockies.org. Jodi, for listeners who may not know, tell us a little bit about the Parkinson's Association of the Rockies and its mission and how it all began.
Sure. So PAR has been around since 1981. We're actually celebrating our 45th year in Colorado. It started as a bunch of people and some neurologists that wanted a support group to help people with Parkinson's. And our mission is really to help people thrive with the disease. Parkinson's is a difficult disease to live with, and we want to be here to make sure that people can live their best life daily. And we do that through a variety of ways, and we'll talk about that in a little bit. But what we really want to do is provide the care that counts on the way to a cure. And there's a lot of organizations out there that are doing research, and what we do is really work with the people on the ground every single day in their community. So we don't deal with research, but we work with people doing exercise support groups and that type of thing. We are a local independent nonprofit, so we are not affiliated with a national organization. Mm-hmm. So everything we do, all of our fundraising and dollars stay here in Colorado.
And so you're really just down with the patients.
We are every single day. We know their names, we know their families, and that's what's wonderful about what we do. We get to talk to them and see them every day.
Nice.
Yeah.
And again, for everybody out there, parkinsonrockies.org. You can go see everything, all the great things that they do. And it's a really cool website. There's a lot of information.
A lot. It's really helpful.
Of information on here. And it states your mission clear as day, right on the front. And then there's Get Involved. And you hover over Get Involved, and it is just massive. You guys are busy.
We are very busy.
Yeah.
Absolutely, yes. We try to figure out how we get it all done with the staff that we have. But we really, if you look at it, I try to narrow it down to 5 pillars of service. That's the best way to look at it. The key thing that we do is exercise, because that is the one thing proven to slow the progression of Parkinson's. We do 85 weekly exercise classes. Then we have support groups. That is the second pillar. We have 67 monthly support groups that we offer. And those are for, we go into niche support groups. So we have general support groups that anyone is welcome to, care partner specific support groups. We have support groups for young onset Parkinson's. You know, people think of Parkinson's as an old person's disease because the average age of diagnosis is 65.
Okay.
But we are seeing more and more people being diagnosed at a younger age. We consider young onset anyone below the age of 50. But really, if you're still working and diagnosed, that can be young onset because you have a whole nother set of issues that you're
Right.
dealing with. We have DBS support groups. So DBS is deep brain stimulation, which is a way that you can treat Parkinson's, which is a treatment. So we have a wide variety of support groups. Education is a third pillar. We do a ton of educational events. We have the largest Parkinson's conference here in Colorado with over 500 people that attend every year. It's called E3, which stands for Energize, Educate, and Empower. We also have a care partner specific support group because the care partners often get left behind, and they are so important and vital to helping their person with Parkinson's, but they also have a lot of stress that they are dealing with, so we want to make sure they have the tools. And then we do webinars consistently and smaller educational events that we call Chat with a Parkinson Pro. And those are very small educational seminars that are in more rural areas that might not have access to a neurologist or a movement disorder specialist. And we bring those people out to them to do small educational events. We have an equipment loan program. So there is a piece of equipment called a U-Step walker, which is designed specifically for people with Parkinson's. So we have a try it before you buy it type of program where you can check it out for 60 to 90 days. It's a larger piece of equipment. It's not inexpensive. So we want to make sure it works for the person before they go try to purchase it and find out that it doesn't work for them. And then the last thing is that we do have a social worker on staff. And we have social work services. She can help provide resources. She can talk to people. We've had whole families sitting in our conference room with her, just trying to figure out, how do you talk to the family? How do you work through this as a family? What are the next steps? So having that social worker on staff has been wonderful. And everything that we do is free of charge to the person with Parkinson's and their families and their support system.
Wow. That is amazing right there. So exercise, support groups, education,
Equipment loan program, and social work.
And social work.
Yep.
Man, yeah, you guys are really, really busy. That's incredible. And so one of the main reasons we're here is to talk about the 2026 Parkin Sounds benefit concert. Of course, K4CO and a lot of our listeners, you know, we love local, and that's why we have Jack Hadley here. And you guys are definitely in for a treat. Tell us a little bit of how Parkin Sounds benefits started. What was the idea?
So we are really excited about this. It's our first one. We have a board member, Sean Donahoe, who is a musician and has played with Vetstock. And so he wanted to bring that idea to Parkinson Association of the Rockies. And so he came up with Parkin Sounds. And so this is our first one at Pendistry. We are thrilled to be doing it. We all love live music. And so we are going to see how this goes. But yeah, I'm thrilled. I love to go to live music and concerts. And so we are hoping this becomes an annual event.
Definitely. And Jack, how did you get contacted for this?
I was contacted for this through my work with Warrior Bonfire. I've been doing Vetstock for, ever since the beginning. So 6 years coming up. And, Bob contacted me and asked me if I wanted to be involved with this. So that's how it happened. And, my father-in-law had Parkinson's.
So you're close to it.
Yeah, so I was close to it, from a distance. My wife is from St. Louis. We live here in Colorado. And when he was diagnosed, of course, everybody was shocked. And I think I was touring with somebody at the time. And when I went down to St. Louis, the family came to see me. And, he was already, he was in a wheelchair and stuff. Mm-hmm. But it was great to see him like that for the first time. But yeah, that's how I got involved.
Nice. Well, I want to definitely get into more about this, but I don't know about you, Kevin. I want to hear a song because you are going to play a few songs
Definitely.
for our listeners.
And I want to say Pinda Street, a great place to have this too. It's a nice big room. It sounds really good. It's a great venue for live music. And it's right across the street from our studio. So
Exactly.
You guys can
for
just
us.
walk right over.
That's right.
Yeah, we can. All right, Jack, what's a song that you're going to play? Treat us with.
I'm going to play a song called Still Not My Home.
Okay.
And this is a song I wrote for my aunt. My dad's side of the family's from Louisiana. And my aunt lost her house when Katrina hit.
Oh.
And that's what the song is about. It goes like this. Not too long ago, in the city where I come from, the rain kept falling, and it just wouldn't stop. Lake Pontchartrain, it looked like the ocean. Why us, Lord? Oh, why? My church called up. They said it was time. It was time to go somewhere, somehow. But you can't stay here. I said here is the only place, the only home I ever had. Now it's gone, 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 and I don't know why. Why us, Lord? Oh, why? Looking back, don't you look too long. It's just life. Life goes on, and the rain kept falling down. When we left, it was the only sound, like a hurricane. And it's still not my home. Why us, Lord? Oh, why? Put us on a bus. We kept going, going, gone, till we ended up deep in the heart of Texas, and it's still not my home. Why us, Lord? Looking back, too long. It's just life. Life goes on, and the rain kept falling down when we left. It was the only sound, like a hurricane. And it's still not my home.
Jack Hadley, everybody. Colorado Blues singer, songwriter who's going to be performing at the 2026 Parkinson's Benefit Concert. Jack, how long have you been in Colorado? How long have you been playing full time here?
Boy, I have been here. My family's been here for, 50 years.
Mm-hmm.
I've been playing full time for about 18 or 19 years.
Nice.
I was in the advertising business before that. And, waited till the kids grew up. And, I have a band. I have a trio.
I was just going to ask, is there a Jack Hadley band?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
How
there
often do you go between the two? Do you do a lot of shows just by yourself on a guitar?
I do. A lot of solo stuff. And, duo stuff once in a while. And my band as much as possible.
Yeah.
But things kind of changed with COVID, to be honest. That kind of
course.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That kind of screwed up the band thing.
So more solo after
Yeah.
COVID. And you've had an interesting upbringing. Born in the Philippines to a military family. You spent a lot of time in San Francisco, the Haight-Ashbury area. How heavily did that influence you, growing up in such a musical area?
Yeah. You're right. My dad was in the military. He was in the Air Force and stationed in the Philippines, and he met my mom, got married. And San Francisco was the next place we were transferred to. That's how I ended up there. And very, very different from Colorado.
Oh, yeah.
This was the last place we were transferred to. I think that the culture shock was the biggest thing for me, because I was used to being around a lot of Black people, Asian people in the Bay Area, and I came out here and it was just very different.
Yeah.
But it's not different to me anymore. This is home to me.
Mm-hmm.
Good.
So I'm real happy about that.
Excellent.
So you came back here, and family just like, we're setting roots.
Yeah.
We like it here.
Yeah.
Like the weather.
It's true.
Yeah. You're going to be playing at this Parkinson's Benefit Concert with some wonderful guests, too. You're going to be playing with Graham Good and the Painters. Wonderful band. Seeing them live at Vetstock, actually. And Hazel Miller, of course.
Colorado staple.
Right there.
I love that she's still out there.
And I overheard kind of before this interview started, I mean, you've known her for a little bit.
Yeah.
So you've played with her a little bit.
Yeah, we met at a club. I mean, I was aware of Hazel, like everybody.
Mm-hmm.
And we met at a club at I think it was about a year ago. And we started talking, and she said, I'm familiar with the music, and I was thinking maybe we could do some shows together. So that's how this happened. We have been doing, we do some duo stuff together. I played with her band. She plays with mine. We did a show a couple of weeks ago at the Broadmoor, which was a really great experience. I'd never been down there before. And she's a very musical person. Easy to be with, great energy, knows a lot of stuff, and she's a soulful singer, and it kind of brings that out in you when you're with her. So it's always a plus.
Oh yeah, no, just I had the opportunity to speak with her a little while ago after she played for 3 hours straight.
Oh yeah,
and she was still just very excited and wonderful to talk. So, Jodi, you guys have a great lineup.
I'm Thrilled
for this.
Yes.
How did it kind of come to fruition where, okay, we have this idea, we're going to throw on this little show. Okay, you have contacts over at Vetstock area and Warrior Bonfire program. So how was it kind of building it all? Was it easy? People just wanted to come along and play like Jack here?
It seemed to come together very seamlessly. I will say that Sean and Bob have put together a lot of work into it. So we really appreciate all of the effort. And then the bands came together, and we appreciate that they have wanted to do this for us. It always, the first year, it takes a lot of work to do this. And hopefully next year, everyone will want to come back and do the same thing.
I would love just an annual thing now.
I would too. Yep.
And Kevin, you're right. Pindustry is a really good venue.
Yeah.
For music. Started out just kind of like bar bowling, but when they
kind of pieced it together when they were building it, but now it's just
right,
full blown huge room.
Par, since it began, I mean, what's it evolved into? You've been the director for how long?
I've been there for 8 years.
8 years. So I bet it's just, you've seen a lot of changes in 8 years.
We've seen a lot of change. So since I've started, it's doubled in size. We're just serving a lot more communities, and we've now moved into Wyoming, which had a lot of needs. We are now looking at where there are other areas that might need needs. So there's just, there's so many communities that just don't have anything. And so we get a lot of requests. We're even getting requests now from Western Kansas and Western Nebraska. Just, if you look at a lot of these farming communities,
It's a lot of the rural.
there's such a higher percentage of diagnosis in those communities because of the environmental impacts. And so we are just trying to figure out how we go and serve where the need is. And
Right.
so we do keep growing every year. We are just in a huge growth mode. And so we're trying to look at strategic planning and how do we meet those needs? And fundraisers like this help us do that.
And it's amazing that now, it started out just Colorado, and now it's going outside of that.
Yes.
That's a lot of growth right there. I mean, have you guys ever done a music benefit?
We have not.
You haven't. So this is your very first.
Not that
even
I'm
music.
aware of. This is the first music fundraiser we've done. So, this is going to be so much fun.
So I have to ask, what genres do you gravitate to?
I am actually everything, I have to say. Everyone always laughs at me because they can tell my mood by what music I'm playing in the office. So, but I have music going all the time in the office.
I love it.
There's one that I won't listen to, but I'm not going to say it on the radio.
Not going to throw it
Nope,
out
not
there.
going to throw it out there. But other than that, I listen to everything.
Nice. For all of our audio listeners, we're speaking with Jodi Brown, director of PAR, that's Parkinson's Association of the Rockies, and Jack Hadley, Colorado blues singer-songwriter, who's going to be at the 2026 Parkinson's Benefit Concert. If you are watching, we're going to scroll this information down below. It's at Pindustry a week from today, Wednesday, February 18th. The party starts at 6 p.m. When do you play, Jack? Do you know the time frame when you're
I
playing?
think it's about 7:30.
About 7:30
Yeah.
you're going on. It goes all the way to 10:30. Pindustry, if you don't know, very near Arapahoe and I-25 area. It's going to be a great venue. Tickets on this, you can buy them online beforehand.
Yes.
And this is at parkinsonrockies.org/concert.
Correct.
Okay. But for our listeners too, people can show up. Correct.
Absolutely.
Okay. So there is tickets at the door.
Yes.
Nice. Very
And
cool.
we will take your money however you want to give it to us.
Well, it's just for such a great cause, of course, too. So love it. And let's talk about that a little bit, because on the website, of course, there's a donate. You listed off, even with your 5 pillars, I mean, the amount of things you guys do just with almost 100 classes, you said, or support
85,
groups, 85. Where does this money go to? What are the main pillars that the money funds? And if somebody wanted to get involved, support wise outside of money, but actually donate their time.
Sure.
How can they do that, and in what capacity?
We are always looking for volunteers. We need people we have a vitality walk, and we have vitality walks all throughout the state. So we're always looking for volunteers to help us at our events, to help us at our conferences. And we have committees that help us plan these events, educational fundraisers. So we're always looking for people to be on those committees. We need board members. So if you're ever interested in joining a board, we are looking for people to do that. We have a Young Professionals Council. So for individuals who are between the ages of 21 and 40 and want to be connected to a fun, it's a great networking experience. They get to kind of learn how to be on a board, and we look at that as a feeder program for our board. So it's great experience, and they do a lot of different activities with PAR, and they do their own fundraising event, which is a trivia night, which is really fun. But they just really do a lot for us and do a lot of networking. They do a social with our young onset Parkinson's group. And so we have that's available. So there's a lot of different ways to get involved with PAR. If they just contact us at that info@ email, we can always get them connected with us.
And what is this group called that you just mentioned?
Young Professionals
Young
Council.
Professionals Council. Yeah. We're not young, unfortunately, anymore, Kevin. We cannot be a
Believe
part
me,
of
I've
this.
aged out of that myself. So,
Jack, wanted to kind of turn to you. Well, Jodi, first, you said you have a lot going to the spouses and the family members of it. And Jack, did you see when it came to family members, I mean, a real need for what they're going through when it comes to that with your stepfather?
Yeah. Yeah, my wife and I, we go to St. Louis quite a bit. And, when my father-in-law started to get sick, it just changed everything for my mother-in-law. And, she needed help with just sort of everything and dealing with the mood changes and how he changed as the disease progressed with him. And I think towards the end, he was getting a little out of control. And I guess that sort of happens as well. Yeah, there was a need for everything with her, and it wears as the caregiver, it wears you out. Mm-hmm. You need some help with that. You need somebody to talk to. You just need some relief. We did what we could do, from a distance, but yeah, it's a very tough way to go.
Right. I can only imagine. I've never met him.
My uncle was just recently diagnosed, so I think I'm going to be dealing with this for the first time in my life here soon. And it's very progressive, and he's also got some sort of dementia that's also moving very fast too. So he's already in assisted living and hard to just get in there. So that's why I have such admiration for what you're doing, Jodi, and your organization. And I'm very impressed, and just everyone involved. I kind of trailed off. You had a thought?
I was actually just going to talk about that. PAR was founded in 1981, so this is not a new organization.
It's been around a long time.
It's been around a long time for this.
Oh, I did have another thought. Sorry. What? As far as early onset, it's kind of hard to navigate, isn't it? As far as symptoms or signs.
It's very difficult to get a diagnosis, and I think that's what's very frustrating. They call Parkinson's the snowflake disease because no one has the same experience. No one has the same journey. There's a lot of motor symptoms and non-motor symptoms. And so you can't really, when someone has a diagnosis, you can't say, here's what to expect. Because you may have one symptom, you may have all of the symptoms. Like you said, your uncle's progression is going very quickly. You have people that may not progress for the first 5 years. And so it's just a very difficult disease. First of all, to get a diagnosis, there's a lot of symptoms that may manifest well before they get a Parkinson's diagnosis. You have people that have lost their sense of smell 10 years before they ever get a Parkinson's diagnosis. And so that is one of the frustrating things, I think, that people are like, why couldn't I have gotten that diagnosis 5 years ago? And you have doctors that just may think it's constipation, or they might think they've lost their smell because of COVID. And I think COVID's going to make things very difficult now, because they're not sure why they've lost their sense of smell. And so that is one of the things that we try to help people with, and try to get them to a movement disorder specialist or someone who might help them figure out what is going on a little bit faster.
I'd like to get to another song here, real quick. I know that Jack Hadley has a few that he wants to play, and cannot complain about that. This is my favorite part of doing this job, right here. Jack, you said your next song is called "Afraid to Love." Tell us a little bit about this one.
Yeah, "Afraid to Love." This is a song from my latest release, the St. Louis Sessions Volume 2. I've recorded a couple of CDs in St. Louis, and the guys that I played with were the same guys that played with Chuck Berry.
Ooh.
And it's just a great vibe for me, and this is one of the songs from that release. And I wrote this song, and I wasn't really thinking about if it was about somebody or for somebody. But every time I play it, I realize I think it's about, I wrote it for myself. Maybe it's me. I don't know. But that's how I'm feeling about it. Anyway, "Afraid to Love." Time goes by, people change, and it turned out to be someone you never knew. Could be that person lying next to you, the one for real, not a part-time love. In a little while, your whole life is spinning around, 'cause you don't know what to do. Should I stay? Or should I go? But deep inside your mind, the truth is right in front of you. You gotta stand up. You gotta hold her up. Don't be afraid to love. Don't be afraid to love. When was the last time you said, hey baby, are you doing all right? gotta have love. You gotta give love too. You gotta stand up. You gotta hold her up. Don't be afraid to love. Don't be afraid to love. 'Cause time goes by, people change.
Colorado's own Jack Hadley with Afraid to Love on K4CO. Excellent song. I like that. You played that finger picking.
Yeah.
And the one you played before that was with a pick. Does one come more naturally to you than the other? Do you use one more than the other?
I think, well, I know it depends on the song,
Of course.
but like I do both. And I think I started out playing the acoustic guitar and like folk music. So that kind of thing never left me.
Mm-hmm.
So I just try to incorporate that. And it works with the blues stuff, the
Yeah.
bluesy stuff.
So you just play for the song,
Oh, yeah.
in other words. I just popped up your schedule, and man, it just wears me out looking at it. This is ridiculous. It just goes on and on and on.
Yeah.
Well, actually, I guess that was this past year. Yeah, you had a busy year, and then January. Okay, so I was looking at it a little differently, but you are a busy man.
Yeah.
That's for sure. What is next, other than the gig next Wednesday? What have you got in the near future?
Yeah, I've got some hotel gigs. I'm going to be playing in La Vida next month at the Mercantile, and that's a beautiful place. I'm playing in Evergreen at the Hummingbird Club, which is a new
Okay.
place for me. And I play in the Tech Center a lot, actually, at the Kimpton Hotel,
Nice.
and the rooftop bar and stuff.
Oh, perfect.
And that turned into an acoustic gig because they said, you started out playing electric and we really like it, but the reservation desk was kind of complaining it's too loud. We can't get on the phone. So can you switch to the acoustic guitar? I said, yeah, no problem. And, that works out too, because you can work on different skills and just do it in a different way.
Right.
Because 99% of what I do live with the band is on the electric guitar.
Mm-hmm.
So this is
A lot louder.
different. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd like to give a shout out to your band too, because your band's going to be there next Wednesday. And so, how many people in the band right now?
It's a trio.
It's a trio.
Yeah.
Okay.
Guitar, bass, and drums.
Nice.
One vocal.
Picard, and you're the vocal. Right
Yeah.
There, so, all right. Looks like Terry Coleman. Is he still bass?
Those are the guys in St. Louis.
Those are the guys in St. Louis.
Yeah.
Okay.
So the stuff you're looking at is the recording.
Okay.
Guys,
Gotcha.
yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
All right. Well, when it comes to next Wednesday, I mean, of course, we hear the my favorite, the nitty gritty kind of acoustic unplugged type thing.
Yeah.
What can people expect from the Jack Hadley band on Wednesday?
Yeah. I think the description on my website is pretty accurate. It's the soul end of the blues. And so it's like a combination of, B.B. King, Robert Cray, Keb Mo, Hendrix, Stevie Ray Vaughan, Albert Collins. All of those things come into my playing. So it's a lot of that. It's a lot of soul blues. A mix of originals and some covers. Buddy Guy, muddy waters, stuff like that. I try to keep it close in that way.
That's amazing. I actually had the privilege of seeing Buddy Guy in 2023 over in Switzerland at the Montreux Jazz Festival.
Yeah,
and oh man, he's up there.
he is.
But he's still just rocking.
So smooth. Yeah.
He's going to be here in September.
That's what I heard.
Really?
That's what I heard. Yeah. Talk about a legend right there. And for all the listeners, again, Jack Hadley Band is going to be at Pindustry with Graham Good and the Painters, as well as, of course, Colorado staple Hazel Miller and the Collective. Again, that's next Wednesday, a week from today, February 18th, from 6 p.m. to 10:30 p.m. You can get tickets at the door. They're $65, or you can get them online, parkinsonrockies.org/concert, all for a wonderful benefit. All proceeds benefit the programs and services provided by Parkinson's Association of the Rockies. And I want to get into, because especially with nonprofits, something that is very essential and great are the organizations that you work with, the partners that you work with. What partners does PAR have that kind of helps with your mission?
So we partner with quite a few of the rec centers, YMCAs. A lot of the areas in town donate their space for our classes, which is wonderful. Gyms. And so those are our key partners. There are churches, there are organizations, there are too many to name.
Right.
But all of these organizations that donate space so that all we have to do is pay instructors to work with these classes and to host our support groups is wonderful. And so those are the key partners that I always want to give a shout out to, because without them, we wouldn't be able to do what we do.
Oh, of course.
Yes.
Of course not. And all of these, as you said, there's way too many to count.
Right.
What you do. What is the easiest way for somebody to look up the schedule of everything going on, from your support groups to the education to the exercise?
If you go to our website and go to the Get Involved tab, you can either click on exercise or support groups, and you can download a PDF, or you can go to our calendar and click on a week or a day and see what's going on for that particular day.
Right. And
for
of course,
exercise or support group.
And of course, all of these are free of charge.
Everything
is free of charge. It's amazing, and I think it's amazing when I looked it up how long you guys have been around. And I'm really looking forward to this concert on Wednesday, and I really hope it's an annual thing.
Yeah, and that and the ground they cover, like Greeley, Steamboat Springs, Glenwood Springs, Newcastle. I mean, you guys just aren't hanging out in the tech center. Or anything like that.
And soon Wyoming is coming up.
Yes.
So when did that start, where you guys started venturing out of Colorado and seeing that need?
Yeah, we've been in Cheyenne for a long time.
Okay.
But we started venturing out further in Wyoming 3 years ago. So we are now in Lander, Laramie, Casper, Cody. So we are starting to do a little bit more, but we've started to make some inroads in Wyoming, which has taken a little bit of time. It's a lot of distance to cover. We just laugh now because anytime we say how far is it, we just say 4 hours. So nothing in Wyoming is close. So, but it's starting to work. It's taken us longer than we thought, but there's definitely need in Wyoming. So I'm glad that we are finally in there and helping out those communities.
And what of in your 8 years that you've been director here, what would you say is probably one of the pivotal moments, or I'm sure there's many of them, where you just realize, yeah, this is exactly why I do this. This is why I'm director of PAR.
I will tell you, I come from a corporate background. And so my background is marketing and finance. And this was my first nonprofit gig. So when I started this, my theory was that I was going to do this for maybe 5 years and then go back to the corporate world. There is no way I will ever go back to the corporate world. So I think that was my pivotal moment, was realizing just what a value this is and how wonderful it is to give back. And this Parkinson's community is amazing. It is a difficult disease, but these people they're going for it. They exercise, they educate themselves. This is one of the most well-educated groups I have ever met. And they know what the new research is, they know what the new medications are coming out, and they are doing everything they can to fight. And that's what I love about this community.
And I love how you guys are really there for the patients, for the families, for the people dealing with it. Do you have people or organizations on the research side that you can talk to, of course, when you're going through all of this so that the patients know?
We do. There's obviously the national organizations do a lot of research, so we are always very connected with them. And then the universities here in Colorado, we know what research they're doing. And on top of that, we are very connected with the organizations that are doing research, the pharmacy companies, the organizations that are doing trials. So we stay very connected with them so that we can get that research information out to the community. We don't do research, but we want to make sure that they're aware of what research is available.
Right. Oh, I'm sure there's tons and
There's
tons
a
that comes.
ton.
Yeah.
Actually, our E3 conference this year, which is in September, is going to be centered around research.
Nice. Very nice. I want to get to a third song here by Jack. Jack, have you played with? I'm sure you played with Graham Good, met him through Vetstock,
Yeah.
and you definitely know Hazel.
Just played with her the other night.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you
Holding out on us.
you must be excited about this night. I mean, that's just 3 wonderful, beautiful acts.
Oh, yeah.
For this night.
And I'm hoping that we can get some kind of a jam, during the night.
Yeah, I was going to ask that too. If we can all get up there and
Sure.
do a medley or something. That'd be great.
I absolutely love it. Jack Hadley, once again, what song are you going to be playing for us third?
I'm going to do a song that was written by Bruce Hornsby.
Ooh, very nice.
And this is called,
Oh, the way, okay.
yeah, The Way It Is. Stand in line, marking time, waiting for the welfare dime. You still can't buy a job, but the man in his silk suit hurries by as he catches a poor old lady's eye. And just for fun he says, get a job. That's just the way it is. Some things will never change. That's just the way it is. Oh, but don't you believe them? He said, hey, little boy, you can't go where the others go, 'cause you don't look like they do. I said, hey, old man, how can you stand to think that way? Did you really think about it before you made the rules? He just said, that's just the way it is. Some things will never change. That's just the way it is. Oh, but don't you believe them? Well, they passed a law in 64 to give those that ain't got a little more. But it only goes so far, because the law don't change another's mind when all he sees at the hiring time is a line on the color bar. Oh no, that's just the way it is. Some things will never change. That's just the way it is. That's just the way it is. Oh, but don't you believe them?
Very well done. Colorado's Jack Hadley with The Way It Is. That's a great approach to that song.
Thanks.
Very well done. Do you record any of your covers? Did you record that one?
I have never recorded
Never recorded a cover.
Wow. That was a great surprise to me because I love that song.
Yeah,
and
I do too.
your voice with that song and the guitar are just beautiful. Well done.
Thank you.
Yeah, definitely. Ladies and gentlemen, Jack Hadley is going to be playing at the 2026 Parkinson's Benefit Concert. This is going to be at Pindustry. A week from today, Wednesday, February 18th, from 6 p.m. to 10:30. It is a long party right there because it is Jack Hadley Band as well as Graham Good and the Painters and Colorado's Hazel Miller and the Collective. Man,
Good lineup. Looking
great
forward to
lineup.
that.
Beautiful lineup right there. And it's all proceeds benefit the programs and services provided by PAR, Parkinson's Association of the Rockies. We're sitting here with Jodi Brown, who's the director, and looking over just the events. It's amazing how many events you guys just had the Ski for Parkinson's.
We did.
Even though the snow's kind of bad this year, but
Thankfully, it's cross country.
right. Okay, there you go. You have the Punchathon going on, which is a Fort Collins title boxing club, and then just a lot of really great ones. You have a golf tournament. I take it as every year at Castle Pines.
Yes.
All these events. I mean, where can people go just to not only sign up, just to hear about all these events if they do want to go? And what's probably one of your favorites that you're looking for this year?
I always love the ski event up in Steamboat Springs. It's such a fun event, and the teams dress up. The theme this year, because of the Olympics, was gold medal. But they've done space aliens. They do all kinds of fun themes, and they really get into it. And then the vitality walks that are in every community that does a vitality walk has a different feel. And so those are a lot of fun. And the golf event, which again is one of our favorites, just because who doesn't like to go out and spend a day on a golf course?
Exactly.
So that's a lot of fun. We also have our Evening of Empowerment, which is our gala. So it's hard to pick and choose. And then on top of that, we have a lot of third-party fundraisers that are not put on by PAR, but are like this Parkinson's concert that are done by other people where we can help and get involved, but other people are actually doing the fundraiser for us. So, this is Sean and Bob putting this together, and we just get to show up and enjoy it.
Nice. Very nice.
Yeah.
And those vitality walks, 9 locations it shows.
Yes.
That is
It's
insane.
a lot.
That
It
is
really
a lot.
is. It is.
I mean, you probably have one person just trying to keep up with that.
We have 2.
You have 2 people. Okay, good. I was about to feel bad for that one person.
Yes, we have 2.
That's amazing. Well, I really love that you're doing this. I love the idea of the Parkinson's Benefit Concert. This is the very first one. I really hope that this becomes a common annual occurrence.
Yeah.
And Jack, thank you very much. I mean, for doing this. I love that Warrior Bonfire program was able to connect you guys with Jack and Graham Good. And you really can't get better than those 3 in one night.
No, I mean, Yeah, right across the street from your own office.
Exactly. You know it. Yeah. Well,
No excuse.
you can show up at the door again, or you can go online to get the tickets. It's parkinsonrockies.org/concert, or you can show up at Pindustry next Wednesday, the 18th, 7939 East Arapahoe Road. It all starts at 6. Show up a little early though, because it's gonna be a fun party night. And who doesn't need that right smack during the middle of the week?
Right.
You need something
Good
to do.
little hump day out.
Exactly. You know it. Anything else that you would want to say before we kind of end this? Either of you, Jodi, just kind of closing up, and then Jack.
No, thank you guys so much for having us, and please come out to the concert. We so appreciate Jack being here tonight. That voice is amazing.
Oh, yeah.
So if you miss it on Wednesday, you're a fool. But yeah, we I think there are 75-ish tickets left, so it will sell out.
yeah. Okay.
So yeah, I would go online and get your tickets if you can. And I think for $65, that's quite a bargain.
Yeah,
Definitely.
like great music, great cause, and a great place
Yeah.
to do it all in. Looking forward to it. Jack.
I am too. Glad to participate. Music is a healing thing, and as a musician, it can't be about money every single time.
Mm-hmm.
It's got to be about what you feel inside. You can help somebody, and so why not?
Mm-hmm.
You're going to help yourself.
Right.
Yep.
I love it. And music is very healing. Of course, I've seen numerous documentaries even on that. There's actually one I want to mention real quick, Listen Up, which is about dementia. And it's amazing. It's a nonprofit that provides iPods or little listening devices with music, where these people going through dementia, they don't know their family members, they don't know their friends, they don't know who people are, but they know songs.
Yep.
They know music. They remember, they remember lyrics,
Mm-hmm.
and it's just absolutely incredible what music can do. So everybody go out there, check it out. The first ever 2026 Parkin Sounds benefit concert. All proceeds benefit the programs and services provided by PAR. Once again, Pindustry, a week from today, February 18th, 6 p.m. to 10:30 p.m. Tickets at the door or online at parkinsonrockies.org/concert.
Thanks again, you guys.
Thank you.
you very
Thanks
much.
for having us.
Oh, of course. And Jack, thank you very much for playing for us. Really appreciate it.
Lovely.
Stay tuned, everybody. In a half hour, you have one solid hour of only Colorado musicians, a huge melting pot in the K4CO radio rotation. The rest of the time, they make up 1/3 of our rotation. And then, of course, tonight, a all-new episode of Kind of Vague Radio, hosted by Andrew Tallon and Rob Dixon. They take a real deep dive into Colorado music as well. Everybody take care. Have an amazing Wednesday night, and you'll hear from us